but he bailed on me every single time. It's all the same. Just pick something, he'd said. My ex proposed to me on my wedding day. That frown of his is still burned into my memory. His impatience with me, that was real. And the tenderness in those dozens of photos, that was real too. What the hell are you doing? Suddenly, steam rolled in as Gerard stormed out of the bathroom, snatching the phone out of my hand. He yanked it so hard that Elle fell onto the bed. Do you not understand the concept of privacy? His face was flushed from the hot shower, but his voice was ice cold, sending a chill down my spine. I glanced down at my hand. His grip had left a scratch, and now it was bleeding. Honestly, even if he hadn't caught me, I wouldn't have scrolled any further. I'd already seen it all before. The thousands off flirty messages. I'd read them all one sleepless night from midnight to sunrise. By the time Elle was done, my eyes were swollen, but Elle still had to fake being fine, pretending I'd just woken up. Who would have guessed? 7 years of being together, and our conversations were always just me nagging, pleading, trying to spark something. Once in a while, if he was in the mood, he'd toss me an emoji as air reply. I was nothing but a clown. Sorry, Elle muttered, lowering my eyes. Won't touch your phone again. He froze, caught off guard by my reaction. Those photos. Gwyneth said trying on wedding dresses is exhausting, so Elle just helped her try some on. That's all, Hess stammered. You know her brother passed away. Elle was just doing this for him. Don't get the wrong idea. I stayed quiet, letting him stumble through his pathetic excuses. Kurt, Gwyneth's brother, had been Gerard's friend. Back when Gerard was struggling to get his business off the ground, Kurt rushed to deliver a flash drive to him but ended up in a car accident. He was rushed to the ER but didn't make it. Before he died, he made Gerard promise to look after his sister. And Gerard kept that promise. He took care of her really well. What started as a distant concern turned into him involving himself in every little detail of her life. I sniffled. There were only a few days left before Elle left for good. Elle didn't see the point in holding anything back anymore. Don't worry about me getting the wrong idea, Elle said softly. Honestly, if you and Gwyneth got married, I'll think it'd be a good match. Before Elle could finish, his hand struck my face, the slap ringing out sharp and clear. What the hell is wrong with you? Hi, old. Gwyneth only sees me as her brother. Do you think she's as cheap as you? The sting on my cheek burned hot like fire. Yeah, Gwyneth isn't like me. She didn't throw herself at him like some cheap fling. Tears welled up in my eyes, but before they could fall, Elle caught the flicker of panic on his face. His tone softened. Elle didn't mean that. I'm sorry. See, for a moment, Elle wanted to tell him everything. Gerard, I'm getting... But his ringtone cut me off. He answered, and a woman's voice echoed through the cold, quiet bedroom. Gerard! Elle had a nightmare. Elle dreamed about my brother. So scared. Hey, it's okay. I'm on my way now. Gerard's voice was anxious as he threw on some clothes he could find, ready to leave. Just as he reached the door, he paused like he'd remembered something. What were you about to say earlier? But I'd already tucked my emotions away. Nothing. We'll talk when you're back. The next morning, Elle woke up to an empty bed, his side untouched. With just a few days left before Elle was planning to leave, Elle went ahead and quit my job. Most of the clothes Elle packed last night were meant for donation anyway. Elle carried the bags outside to meet the delivery guy, but the noise across the hall stopped me in my tracks. The place was buzzing with workers hauling in brand new furniture. Even in the crowd, my eaves landed on Gerard instantly. He had his arm around Gwyneth's shoulder, directing the workers as they arranged the furniture. That attention to detail? Classic Gerard. When we moved in together, he did the same, took time off work to oversee everything personally. Home should feel just right, he'd said back then. But now, the home we shared barely had any trace of him left. Miss? Hey, miss? Your shipping code? The delivery guy's voice snapped me out of the noise, must have caught their attention, too, because before Elle knew it, as soon as the delivery guy left, Gwyneth came bouncing out. Hey, she began. I've been having too many nightmares, so Gerard bought this place for me. We're neighbors now. She leaned in close, playing up the wide-eyed, innocent act. Her exaggerated blinking was almost comical. But Elle couldn't bring myself to like her, no matter how hard Elle tried.